Hello, good evening. Here is the news on STEM Radio Vision, Elisha. First, the headlines. Federal government opens applications for 2026 overseas scholarships. Please confirm killing of NURTW member in Osun State. Hope ignited in Osun APC youth. AFCON 2025 awards, full list of winners. High-speed train crash in Spain kills at least 39. Now the news in full. I am Chidima Abel. The federal government has announced the commencement of applications for the 2026 Petroleum Technology Development Fund Overseas Scholarship Scheme, providing opportunities for Nigerian postgraduate students to study in the United Kingdom, Germany, France, and Malaysia. This was confirmed in a post shared via X by the Office of the Special Advisor to the President on social media, Dada Olusegun, on Monday. According to the statement on Scholarship Board website, the scheme targets MSc and PhD candidates in disciplines relevant to the oil and gas sector, offering benefits such as tuition, return flight ticket, accommodation and living allowances, health insurance, and bench fees where applicable. Interested candidates are advised to apply online at scholarship.ptdf.gov.ng for approved programs at PTDF partner institutions. The closing date for applications is 27th February. The Osun State Police Command has confirmed the killing of Kazim Oyewole, a member of the National Union of Road Transport Workers (NURTW) in Osun by suspected hoodlums. Confirming the incident, the command spokesperson, SP Abiodun Ojelabi, said the incident occurred around the Ashoje Orita, Elelede axis of Oshogbo, where the assailant, said to be based in the Ashoje area, allegedly attacked two men riding on a motorcycle. An eyewitness, Lamina Kamuluddin, told journalists that the victims were riding through Orita Elelede near Ashoje Junction, where they were chased by the assailant and eventually attacked. According to him, one of the victims, identified as Kazim Oyewole, died instantly after sustaining machete wounds, while the second victim escaped with multiple injuries. He added that the police later evacuated the body of the deceased as residents and shop owners fled the area for safety. Further findings revealed that the deceased was a personal assistant to a chieftain of the National Union of Road Transport Workers, Kazim Oyewole, popularly known as Asereniba. The motive for the attack has yet to be determined at the time of filing this report. Police operatives were later seen patrolling the area to prevent a possible reprisal attack and a breakdown of law and order. Hope was reignited among young people in Osun State at a youth stakeholders meeting organized by the APC Youth Osun State in collaboration with the City Boy Movement Osun State Chapter as the All Progressives Congress gubernatorial flag bearer Asiwaju Munuruddin Boloye Bamiji unveiled his bold youth-centered vision for the state. Addressing a gathering of youth leaders, party faithful and grassroots mobilizers, Asiwaju Oyebamiji made it unequivocally clear that his administration, if elected, would place youth at the very center of governance and development. He emphasized that young people would not merely serve as foot soldiers during the campaign, but would be active participants and decision makers in his government, with their voices heard loudly and respected at all levels. The former managing director of the National Inland Waterways Authority outlined a comprehensive strategy to tackle youth unemployment and economic exclusion. According to him, his administration will drastically reduce unemployment through deliberate investment in small and medium-scale enterprises, expanded skill acquisition programs, talent and innovation promotion, access to low-interest SME loans, and targeted support for artisans and informal sector operators. The 2025 Africa Cup of Nations came to a thrilling conclusion, with Senegal crowned champions and the standout performers recognized in the individual awards. The tournament had everything: drama, controversy, record-breaking goals, and unforgettable individuals displays. as the Dose-Setters fans across the continent are celebrating the best performance of the competition. Senegal clinched their second AFCON title following a 1-0 extra-time victory over Morocco in a final marred by controversy and chaos. Senegal's victory was sealed by a stunning strike from Pep Gueye, with host Morocco left to a real missed penalty and a spirited campaign that fell just short. Senegal's talisman, Sadio Mane, was a standout figure throughout AFCON 2025. His leadership, crucial contributions and consistent performances saw him named player of the tournament. Moroccan shortstopper Yassine Bono, popularly known as Bono, claimed the Best Goalkeeper award for his outstanding performances during both the AFCON tournament. Even though Morocco fell agonizingly short in the final, Brahim Diaz finished the tournament as top scorer. Diaz scored 5 goals, making history as the first player in AFCON history to score in 5 consecutive matches in one tournament. Morocco was honored with a Fair Play Award for their sportsmanship, respect for opponents, and adherence to the rules throughout the competition. At least 39 people have died in a train collision in southern Spain, and dozens more have been injured in the country's worst rail crash in more than a decade, Spain's civil guard has said. Carriages on a Madrid-bound train derailed and crossed over to the opposite tracks, colliding with an oncoming train in Adamos on Sunday evening. 400 passengers and staff were on board both trains, the rail network said. Emergency services treated 122 people, with 43, including 4 children, still in hospital. Of those, 12 adults and 1 child are in intensive care. Spanish Transport Minister Oscar Puente said the death toll is not yet final, as officials launched an investigation. Rail network operator Adif said the collision happened at 1945 local time, about an hour after the train left Malaga heading north to Madrid, when it derailed on a straight stretch of track near the city of Cordoba. Puente said the force of the crash pushed the carriages of the second train into an embankment. He added that most of those killed and injured were in the front carriages of the second train, which was traveling south from Madrid to Huelva. And now to end the news, here is a recap of our stories. We told you that the federal government has announced the commencement of applications for the 2026 Petroleum Technology Development Fund Overseas Scholarship Scheme, providing opportunities for Nigerian postgraduate students to study in the United Kingdom, Germany, France, and Malaysia. We also told you that the Osun State Police Command has confirmed the killing of Kazim Oyewole, a member of the National Union of Road Transport Workers in Osun, by suspected hoodlums. Hope was reignited among young people in Osun State at a youth stakeholders meeting organized by the APC Youths Osun State in collaboration with the City Boy Movement Osun State Chapter. The 2025 Africa Cup of Nations AFCON came to a thrilling conclusion, with Senegal crowned champions and its standard performance recognized in the individual awards. Lastly, we told you that at least 39 people have died in a train collision in southern Spain, and dozens more have been injured in the country's worst rail crash in more than a decade, Spain's civil guard has said. That ends the news on STEM Radio Vision, Elisha, Osun State, Nigeria. The news was edited by Ajiboye Onwayo and was brought to you by Chidima Abel. For sponsorship and advert placement, please contact us on 0916-634-9956. You can also follow us on all our social media handles, on Facebook at STEM Radio Vision, on YouTube at STEM Studio. Thanks for listening. Good evening.